Did you know that honey is the only food that never spoils? Weird, isn't it? But what if I told you that there's something else that never goes bad?
Something more serious or with Jenny?
Thanks for joining us for Something More Serious with Jenny. And obviously, I'm Jenny. This is where we spend 3 minutes doing a quick devotional that relates to the topic of the week. This week, we're looking at lying. In life, it doesn't take very long for people to learn how to lie. That time when mom asks, "Did you take the cookie out of the cookie jar?" We weigh our options. We could say, "Yep, it was me," and take what's surely coming for us. Or we could just make something up. And maybe, just maybe, we get out of those consequences altogether. But there's a problem with lying, and that's a chocolate all over your face from those chocolate chip cookies. You see, it's true that we can say whatever we want to, but we can't make the world become whatever we want it to. The moment we venture off into a world of our own making, there's a real world there that starts chipping away at our made-up little version of reality. And when we lie, eventually, the proverbial time arises when your metaphorical mom asks why there's chocolate all over your face. Or maybe in your case, it's your boss questioning your story. "Oh, traffic on the highway made you late, huh? That's interesting because I also took the highway this morning at the same time." And wham, fired. And that's why the author of Proverbs writes, "Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment." The first part of this verse says that when you say things that are true, just like the sweet honey we mentioned, they last. This is because the sweet nature of truth is that it is fixed to reality. There's no gap between the real world and our words when we tell the straight dope. So when the truth comes out of our mouths, we have the backing of the whole universe. And since everything naturally backs up the truth, we don't have to worry about all the ways that what we said might come flying apart. So in other words, the truth has staying power. Then the verse goes on to the second part. It says, "But a lying tongue is but for a moment." What's interesting about this is that the author of Proverbs doesn't actually deny that there's temporary benefits of lying. They're saying, yes, it's true, lying does have momentary benefits. It might temporarily get you out of an uncomfortable situation, but then you have now painted a picture of the whole world that's in conflict of what's actually true. Now it's up to you to maintain the picture you created when the rest of the universe is against you. You've now created a space between you and what's really true. This gap sometimes gets so big that it snaps back and bites us really hard. Ow. So this verse illustrates this great contrast between these two options you have. You can either buy yourself a few more fleeting moments, or you can do something that will never ever topple. And that's sticking to the immovable truth. Because the difference between the truth and the lie is the difference between getting slapped in the face with a rubber band or eating honey. Well, sort of. Anyways, we tell lies because we think we're so clever. But let me tell you, when the whole universe is against you, people will eventually wise up. We're not nearly as clever as we think we are, and people will eventually see through our little made-up story. So yes, the truth might be more uncomfortable, and yes, the truth might have immediate repercussions, but dealing with it now is almost always less severe than hiding under the cover of lies that will eventually show its ugly head anyway. Lies get you a few more fleeting moments, but the truth has staying power. So the next time you're tempted to lie, just blurt out the truth instead. You can do it, I believe in you. And while the truth might create a rough situation, at least you're working on something real rather than maintaining something totally fake. Well, this has been Something More Serious with Jenny. I'll see you next week.